Downward facing dog has many benefits for the whole body. It offers effective self-care to the entire length of the spine and is very grounding. Begin on your hands and knees in tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Press weight evenly into your hands. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, use the strength of your belly to lift your hips up and back. Press the floor away from you to create length in the spine. Draw the lower tips of the scapula down and toward each other. Allow your chest to reach toward the floor below. Establish a straight line from your wrists to your shoulders and shoulders to hips. If your back is rounding at all, bend your knees. Otherwise, reach your heels toward the floor to a point that feels comfortable and strong without straining. Hold your head in line with your arms, or you can also release the back of your neck by allowing your head to drop. Take several deep breaths, offering more length with each exhale. To come out of the pose, drop to your knees on an exhale and take a short rest in child's pose. Practicing massage therapy can create stress on the back of even the most conscious practitioner, so self-care is essential. Alternating cat-cow is excellent for the entire back from sacrum to occiput. Begin on your hands and knees in tabletop position, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Distribute weight evenly in your hands, which often requires pressing a little extra into the base knuckles of your first finger and thumb. Inhale, then as you exhale, press into the floor. Pull belly to spine and round your mid-back towards the sky. Drop chin toward chest. As you inhale, lift your sitting bones toward the ceiling and draw your chest through your arms. Be careful to only lengthen the neck with a gentle gaze up. A slight energetic draw of the palms toward your knees will help open the multiple muscles of the shoulder girdle and mid-back. Repeat these two alternating poses as many times as you like, always matching breath to movement. Inhale, lift, and exhale, round. Thread the needle is a perfect way to unwind back muscles and to literally wring out the entire spine. Begin on your hands and knees in tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Inhale and lift your right arm to the sky, opening the chest. Then exhale, pull belly to spine and draw your arm underneath of you, resting on the posterior side of your right shoulder and releasing your head to the floor. Try to maintain level hips to protect the low back and support rotation of the spine. You can either leave your hand where it is, or you can reach the left hand to the sky, opening the left side of the chest. If you want to go deeper, rotate your left palm to face backward, then bend at the elbow and rest the back of your left hand on your sacrum. Finally, if you want some extra yumminess for the left side of the body, you can extend your left arm back up and reach it forward over your head toward the top of the mat. To come out of the pose, bring your left palm back to the floor. Engage your belly while pressing into the left hand to bring you up and out. Sit back briefly in child's pose to neutralize the spine, then repeat on the other side. We spend a lot of time conducting the details of life immediately in front of us. Locust pose is a great way to strengthen back muscles and undo the rounding forward that often happens in day-to-day life. I will demonstrate two variations of locust pose. Lie on your belly with your arms along your sides, palms up, forehead resting on the floor. Turn your big toes toward each other to inwardly rotate your thighs and press your pubic bone into the floor to avoid overextending your lumbar spine. This is a very important step before you rise up into the pose. Gently press the tops of your feet into the floor, and as you inhale, lift just your upper body. Press hands toward the sky to engage the posterior shoulders and arms. Keep scapula pulled back and down firmly on the ribs. Maintain length in the cervical spine by gazing slightly forward and gently lifting the base of the skull toward the ceiling. Hold for as long as you like and release on an exhale. If this feels good, try also lifting your legs. Prepare by pressing your pubic bone into the floor, then inhale, raise upper body, arms, and legs so that only your lower ribs, belly, and anterior pelvis are resting on the floor. Release on the exhale and take a short rest in child's pose. Supine twist is detoxifying for the organs, in addition to releasing hypercontracted muscles of the back and opening the anterior chest and shoulders. Lie on your back, legs together, feet flexed, and heels pressing toward the end of your mat. Press your left leg into the ground as you bring your right knee toward your right rib cage. Open your hips slightly so that your thigh is against your lateral rib cage. Inhale, then exhale and use your left hand to bring your right bent leg across your body. You might want to lift your hips a bit so that your body stays in more neutral alignment. Extend your right arm to the side or overhead. You can choose to look to the left, straight up, or to the right, depending on what feels best for your neck. If you want to add more length to your low back, focus on pressing the bent knee away from the pelvis. You can also use your left hand as a guide. Hold for a few breaths. When you are ready to come out of the pose, inhale and use your left hand on the inside of your bent knee and guide your leg back across the body. Give the leg one more good squeeze into the lateral torso as you exhale, then release the right leg back to the floor. Return your hips to neutral and switch sides. Restorative Shavasana offers rest, an opportunity to tune into your own body after a day of focusing on others, and is brilliant for promoting a parasympathetic nervous system response. Roll up a blanket lengthwise. The blanket will span the length of your spine, so you want something moderately soft, but that will also create some lift. Place pillows or a bolster under your knees to take pressure off your low back as you extend your legs. Situate one end of the blanket against your sacrum. Use your hands just behind your hips to support you as you roll down onto the rolled blanket. Adjust anything that needs adjusting. You are going to be here for a while. I like to press the blanket up beneath my cervical spine for a little more support. Extend your legs and allow them to drop open. Extend your arms to the sides, palms facing up. Take up space and breathe. Allow your scapula to wrap around the blanket and be as heavy as possible. You might want an eye pillow or blanket to really cozy things up for yourself, and give yourself at least 10 minutes. To come out of the pose, bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. Roll over onto one side into a fetal position, then use the palm of your top hand to press into the floor and rise up.